What got you into street beefs?
Uh, the masculine urge to want to throw hands.
We have no enemies.
Let's go!
I think I liked seeing my match against Sneaky Sander and how my jiu-jitsu improved.
It was
How I was
sneaky.
able to I was keeping him on the ground and just being able to maintain a dominant position.
What do you think has been your best fight to watch back?
Me versus Snap. That was super fun. But I think he did me dirty. Well, okay. The one that is really fun is watching me get knocked the fuck out. That one was really funny. That was kind of fun to watch, and I like showing it to people.
Bro, you are
I've
one of a kind.
a lot of different avenues of the internet. Like I've just been scrolling and like those random pages will have it.
My friends keep tagging me in like random like MMA things. They're like, "Bro, is this you?" And I'm like, "Stop."
What got you into street beefs?
The masculine urge to want to throw hands.
Were you just watching some fights and you're like, fuck this, I want to.
I was watching I was trying in like 2020. I was looking up how to get into MMA, but the internet is really bad at telling you about opportunities for MMA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I came upon Street Beefs, and I was just watching some MMA. And I was like, man, I want to fight. I want to throw hands. I want to kick. Because I love watching anime fights. Because I'm a huge weeb. And watching them fight just makes me. I want to do what they do. I want to like throw. I want to have flames come out of my freaking foot when I like throw this like 3 spinning tornado kick. And that's how I want to fight.
I was setting them
I don't want to be a 1-2 jab. I want to be like Superman punch coming from 5 miles away.
showing them some like edits. I want to be able to UFC edits with like Marvel effects on them. I want to be able to.
Those are cool. I love those.
It's like start highlighting people's fights with those. Oh, killer.
That's what I kind of do with mine, but I don't have I used to have Adobe Premiere Pro, but I don't be spending too much time in it because Adobe Premiere Pro is so fucking expensive, bro. It's like now it's $30 a month, even with the teacher discount. My mom's a teacher. I was using her teacher email so I could get a discount on the Premiere Pro package.
You might. Oh yeah, never mind. You're saying package because I have the Creative Cloud package and that's $30 a month. Then I get like else, but I have to.
It used to be $20 a month. It used to be 20. I hate any like month subscription. I bought Movavi, which is like a lifetime subscription, even though it's very basic. So now I just have a lifetime for that if I want to use my thing.
Yeah, I think it's dumb you can't buy a lifetime subscription. Like it's software. Like I kind of get it that like maybe if you put on like a big update, like when they put AI into Photoshop, maybe like pay like $20-$30 to an update to that version.
Yeah. They make more money on a subscription-based service, so they're not changing it anytime soon.
What's your plans for the
Build a shed in the middle of nowhere, adopt 6 kids and 6 dogs, train my little army, and we go to anime conventions from time to time, and we dress up as anime characters.
Sick.
But I love how T looks like a literal like. He looks like the big head in The Wizard of Oz when it's like talking to the people.
T Nasty always shows up to the podcast with trippy lighting. You're muted, T.
I try to. I really do try to. Just saying, Wing C is gonna be hot on the mic when he gets fucking like big. Like he's gonna have a huge fan base. The way he's talking, he's like, build a shed, get my army of 6 children ready for war. Like, you
No,
know?
dude, I will get people angry. I'll start talking about God, and then I'll start talking about biblical Christianity, and then everyone will be like,
Man,
Bro, people that hate you are still giving you clout.
I was gonna say as
I
many people same amount that's gonna be giving you the attention and the oh damn. That shit red.
don't think anyone dislikes me. Well, I mean, in Street Beefs, I think I'm on like good terms with everyone that I've met.
I'm on pretty good, yeah. I haven't heard anybody talk down on you. I can't lie to y'all. Anybody that's been like if you've gotten in the ring with me or you've been like nothing but like respectful and nice to me outside of the ring regarding street beefs, I have not allowed anybody to talk down on any of y'all's names. Like this like negativity starts to get brought up, like I nip that shit in the butt. I'm like, you just don't fucking know. Like you're like I can tell what kind of bitch made person you are by what you're about to say right now regarding this
Yeah.
person who is not a bitch made person. So
I don't think I'm liked by too many people in the yard right now. Cause I came out kind of swinging pretty hard and only have one fight in right now.
yep.
Yeah. I also thought your celebration was cringe, but
I told you it's gonna be quick! I told you it's gonna be quick! Let's go!
I think you're a pretty cool guy besides your celebration. I'm
Bro,
not
I was
judging you
hype
based
as
on your
shit.
celebration.
I was hype as shit because in the back of my mind, I was thinking that he was about to pop his head out and smash my face in. And then my
Yeah.
arms were burning out, so I'm like, I can't hold this much longer. And then he tapped, so I just got up. I was just like, holy shit, yes! Yes,
Mhm.
I didn't die this time.
I think that's also my bias. I think the coolest celebrations are like the ones that are like they don't say anything and they just like look like they just look like very somber. That's the word I'm looking for. It's like
I can't
those
do
ones are
that.
my favorite.
I'm way too like.
I did a fucking tornado kick after my fucking Crimson fight, but they didn't get it on camera. They just got the dancing part. They just got
What's crazy is that they didn't make my thumbnail for when I verse snap like my freaking kick. I loved when I kicked him in the head. I was like, oh yeah, that thumbnail gonna go crazy. And then it's a picture of us hugging, and I'm like, oh, that's about what.
They have his
trolling,
they
setting
have his
people up.
face. Sorry, T, go ahead.
I'm just saying, Street Beefs be setting people up with them thumbnails. They be trolling hard, right? Like they know what they're doing
Dude, but
there.
the one he did where I got knocked out, he did me so well. He like made me look all pretty.
They like to really edit their fucking those ones.
Bro, Street Beefs makes everyone face off, and I think they could get so many cool thumbnails with the face off like pictures of it, but you rarely ever get to see those.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think they're kind of rough.
It also takes a lot of work to like edit those,
Yeah,
I'm
that's what I'm saying. They
especially with like the time. But like I think Bestaban does it and someone else.
I'm
Like
just
editing and thumbnail prep, like it takes a lot of time. So I can understand why they don't.
Bro,
If they
tell me
don't think it's
about
gonna go well.
tell me about it. Um, I really wish they would have shown the face off with me versus CPAT solely for the fact that I started laughing.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Just because I think face offs are fucking ridiculous. Like,
Although I think the next fight I'm gonna be showing up in cosplay. It's gonna be very very picture worthy.
we know who you're cosplaying as.
The King of the Pirates, Luffy. August 6th is when Gear 5 hits, and then the anime internet is gonna break, and that's why I'm cosplaying as Luffy.
Cosplaying is
Joy Boy.
so.
Well, he's not gonna be white. I only have Wano Luffy, so it's gonna be Wano Luffy.
Wait,
Luffy
wait.
battle.
Imagine getting knocked out
By Luffy.
by Luffy. Bro, you know damn well, no matter how the fight goes, that's gonna your fight's gonna go
Bow,
viral again.
bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow. He's gonna hear the drums of liberation. He's gonna be like, he's gonna be my Kaido. Mm, mm, mm.
Ew, her fucking.
I also want to try and land a good tornado kick this time. I have another chance to.
Yeah.
I will land a tornado kick, and I will make it very good.
I'm thinking I'm like as badly as I want to stand up with this dude coming up. Like I kind of want to like submit him just to make a point.
Mm-hmm. Who?
I got I got my first Emmy coming up August 19th.
Your nose busted up?
Oh, that's hype.
No, dude. I had. Shit. Well, hold on. Actually, I've got a little bit of dried chocolate there for my protein shake. I drink it right out of the blender cup, so it's
Okay, I saw like 3 lines went across your nose. I'm just like,
what
hold
happened to
up.
your nose?
Bro just had chocolate on his face.
But if you're looking at something else that's there, I had a fucking I had a nice little pimple there earlier today, and your boy scratched it while he was at work.
I feel that. I have a bunch of acne on on my head from freaking drilling.
Dude, yes, bro.
It's not pretty.
And now I've got it like all over my chest and stuff from these.
God.
That's what happens when you do any type of grappling. Say
Cannot
hello to
get
acne.
away from like the nasty clogged pore sweats everywhere. You get acne and thought you could get acne once you start getting on the mats. Like how the fuck did I get a pimple on the back of my calf?
Mine mostly stays on the face. I never have pimples anywhere else.
Mine's my jawline and my neck, really. Like the chest just started to show up, but like my jawline and my neck, man.
Bro, I get like every like now and again it'll be like once in a blue moon. Just get like a random pimple somewhere on my leg.
Where the fuck is? Sorry.
Yeah, where the fuck is everyone else?
I said, where's Darius and CPAT? Terry, back it up, Terry. Back it up, Terry.
Oh, crimson shit in.
Get your ass in here.
All right. So after the fight with Sensation, if you were able to pick your next opponent, who's fighting?
Simone Beast, the guy I'm fighting next.
That kid looks like a savage.
I'll smoke him.
Also, dude, he cut this out of the video, but he's not even age legal. He's 17. I freaking love it. He lied about his age just so he could beat.
Dude,
I was told he was 16.
That's wild.
CPAT got to sign with him the waiver so he could fight me. He was 17 when he fought me.
That's funny.
Bro, these young kids getting in here is fucking wild, dog.
Nice.
They're killers too. Like they're not just coming in here and getting their ass beat. They're coming in here and fucking throwing down.
I also want to fight. Who have I been? I want to fight Surfo. I want to fight Crimson Coleon. I want to fight T again. But now I don't want to because he knows Jiu-jitsu and I'm scared. But it'll be a very like well thought out one. Like I felt so satisfied after our fight because I knew I gave it my all. Honestly, I felt like I should have taken the L because I thought I lost.
When they offered us the next round, I was like, y'all got me fucked up right now. Like I was still early in my career.
The fact that I didn't say yes is like, all right, I already lost.
I did.
That's why I wanted to just give the match to you because I'm like, you've made me already like admit defeat.
It did. No, I felt like retweet. I felt the exact same way. I was like, what can I do to this man that hasn't already been done in these 3 rounds? And I'm not gonna be. I have less cardio than when we started. I was like, this isn't gonna. We're just gonna keep 50-50 in each other, or he's eventually gonna catch one of those subs. Like I'm gonna fuck up. He's gonna grab me out, or he's gonna catch us up. I was like, that's what's gonna happen. I could
Bro, I
barely
want to
stand.
fight like that.
My brother's friends were talking about that fight, and they're like, "Wow, how is Malcolm like dodging all that?" And my brother was like, "He's not like he's not seeing those punches. He's just ducking. He's just ducking up and down, and he's throwing punches that are just going over his head." And I'm like, "That is so right. I couldn't see those punches at all."
Keeping your head off the center line is just as important as like looking and seeing where things are coming from.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, my goal for this next match is to throw a punch. That works because I have not I have yet to
My
throw
biggest-
a punch
My
that works.
biggest recommendation for fighting sensation is fucking rush him as soon as the match starts.
yeah.
Hands up, chin
That's
tucked.
my tagline. That's
Yeah.
my trademark.
Bro, I'm
You're
telling you,
built-
hands up, chin tucked, straight forward, blitz him into the cage wall. Do not
can-
let him be
Yeah.
able to kick you. If he kicks
That's
you,
what
you are going out. Like, I'm going out, T's going out. His kicks, you cannot sleep on that man's kicks. He drops CPAT. So you gotta give that something.
You're giving me fuel for the fire. I want to catch him in the AMI circuit. He lives in Carolina. Me and him are gonna eventually see each other on one of these cards.
He wants blood.
I want him to regret picking up the sport. Like I want him to like when we're in there, I want him to reconsider all of his life decisions that led up to him disrespecting me.
When did he disrespect you?
Oh man, I got all the receipts, bro. I have all the fucking receipts too. He thought after it all was said and done, we went back and forth jawing with each other for like 3 hours. And then once I started telling him, I was like, you know, the reality is like I'm gonna catch you at a Street Beefs event or on the amateur circuit eventually, and like I'm gonna remember everything you said. And like the reality also is that if you spoke to me in real life how you did over these DMs, I wouldn't have even said anything back. Like I would have just smacked you around like the little boy that you are, you know? And like oh man, I had spent like probably like upwards of like 6 months maybe just like giving him tidbits like
Pizza.
like I was just being, actually what the pizza's I think's done.
Pizza here.
Or it's on it. Nobody, please. No. I'm gonna finish my sentence in my story.
Abe, I'm trash talking my opponent.
He's straight up. Like I was being so respectful and cordial, and like I respected his skills and stuff. I was like, you like, dude, you're like you did good this fight, or like I like this, or like, oh man, like I'm working on that, like, or you do this right for a while, just being real nice, you know, or liking his story, things like that, you know, subscribing to his YouTube channel, like liking those videos and stuff. And then my boy T. Cole whooped his boy's ass in MMA in the heavyweight division. All right. And it happened to be a fight. The sensation was there cornering for his boy. And so I get in the comment section and I'm like, yeah, T. Cole, like that man felt his power and he gave up. And that's what I said. Because that's what happened. The dude quit in between rounds. And it's 100%.
It's kind of hard to corner someone that just quits in the first round.
That's what I'm saying, right? So I just pointed that out in the comments, and then I think he thought that he was on either a burner account or he thought he didn't know he was on his burner account and he thought that he was on his main. I don't know. But he replied to that comment on a totally separate account than his normal account and was like basically talking shit, you know? And that's when I once again vouched for T. Cole. I'm like, nah, like you, like he's different. Like I have all the fucking screenshots. I can't even remember it exactly. But then that led to fucking Sensation getting in my DMs talking mad shit about both me and T. Cole. And he got into T. Cole's DMs and was talking shit about him. And so we basically went back and forth. And then he started speaking ill about my character and things that are outside of the cage. And it escalated pretty quickly to me basically being like, I know what state you live in. It would not be hard to find what city you live in, and it would be very easy to drive there. And I think after like about 45 minutes, you know, also after T. Cole issued a David and Goliath match to him and he denied that, he straight up maybe like, I'm serious, like 40 minutes go by and I received this long ass apology message that seemed like the most two-faced fake shit in the fucking world. I was like, yeah, like you, like one of two things happened. This is bullshit and you're trying to save face and you're not actually sorry, right? Or what was it? He actually realized the severity of what he said. You know, because like at first it was like all like, oh, I beat you in a fight type of thing, you know, or like we can run it like this. He also gets real arrogant in the Facebook comments of Street Beefs posts, and he'll be saying shit like, I've got the screenshot of this too. He said that he would take my bare knuckle belt off of me. And then I offered him a bare knuckle fight, and he was like, nah, like I'm not doing that rule set. I was like, you're a bitch, you know, like basically you're a bitch. And also, this all stemmed because after my Wanjitsu fight, this is before I got put on probation. After my Wanjitsu darkroom fight, Scarface himself told me, he's like, whatever weight class, you've got Sensation next for one of his belts. I was like, huh. I was like, say less. And so I try to be all fucking respectful and cordial, you know, trying to, you know, be, you know, the brotherhood between people who grace the ring together. And he didn't want no fucking part of that. So I'm going to keep the same energy. And like I've said it before, it's going to look like a grizzly bear grabbed a coyote when I get a fucking hold of him, dude. Like I got so many problems coming his way and I've got only solutions for him too. And yeah, I just think he's an arrogant little fucking bitch, but that's all I got to fucking say about him anymore. That's basically the rundown of it.
I think he's pretty cool.
Too cocky his opponents. Like, you know how many times I've heard him from different fighters say he was looking for opponents? Motherfucker, the whole world is trying to fight you right now, talking about you're looking for opponents. Like, it's so, He
likes Jordan Peterson, and I like Jordan Peterson too.
Jordan Peterson too. Like, I like how Sensation fights off. Like, I love his kicks, you know. I think he manages range and distance very well. But if you go, I'm literally training with Baby Hulk now, and he dogged, and he was like, that was early in my career. And he was talking mad shit about a bunch of my fights that were early in my career. I was like, you've been at this shit for years. I have not. I'm catching up to you fast. So, like, you better watch the fuck out. Like, you're not going to be at once I
want to fight Baby Hulk. He seems like he'd be fun to fight.
No, he would not.
No, he would. No, bro, you're crazy.
I want to fight him.
He is an animal. But that's what I was saying earlier. You guys
He would be able to teach me a couple things. He'd probably like go for some locks that I wouldn't know. And then like I would probably get submitted, but it would be like a learning experience.
We're in a fight camp right now because he's fighting on the same card as me, Amy. And he's like one of my regular like partners right now, helping me train out. Like he's constantly coming up and being like, hey, like fix this, you know, do this, like tweaking the little things, you know, but he only tells me after he lets me know that there are levels to this shit. And like he'll tap me in, let's see, we'll do like 3-minute rounds, right? Like just 3-minute rolling sessions. He'll get me like 5 or 6 times. And like I said, I'm not an easy man to submit, you know, like I am athletic and agile enough and I've got good basics and fundamentals. He's just on a different fucking level when it comes to that grappling shit. But what I was fucking saying is that you and him have such similar builds and frames when it comes to like length, height and shit like that you can do to Sensation exactly what Baby Hulk did to him years ago. Because like Sensation doesn't, he says that was early in my career. I'm a different fighter now. He's not. Go watch the fight. He still stands the same. He still moves the same. He still throws the same stuff. It's just little different timing. So like I 100% like Canelo was saying, like pressure him. If you close that distance, he's not going to know what to do. He can't generate any power. His grappling is ass. He's got okay jiu-jitsu, but I know he's not going to be able to sub you because of your grappling. Like, man, this pisses me off. I'm done talking.
I'm gonna fart on him. I'm gonna put him in a leg lock and. And then I'll probably be like, all right, you want to stand up, and then get knocked out.
I just asked Sensation if he wants to come into the Discord call. He said he's working.
No, he's always working.
Yeah. I just thought.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's gonna be such a fun fight. I just hope that the matches are spaced out enough so I have enough time to recoup.
I want you to like at least like wrestle fuck him enough, like slam him down enough that he stops saying wrestling doesn't work. I am tired of hearing. Bro, I just need you to like do like 2 or 3
Send him
slams.
into orbit.
Yeah, just give him some power doubles. No, just like give him just enough that he knows that wrestling is actually the shit.
Yeah.
Like you said,
I mean,
PA's
I
different.
hope I'll be a good representation.
PA's different, dog.
I'll just let I'll just let God decide how I'm gonna move when I what's it called fight.
Just full like autopilot, just let it go however it goes.
Yeah, I kind of don't really. The way I think is like I don't know how to explain it, dude. It's like my fight brain and my Biden brain are separate.
Say Biden brain?
Yeah, because I forget everything, so I just be like, what's going on? Like I don't know what I have for breakfast this morning. Wait, uh, pizza. Never mind. Yeah, it do. I just can't wait because I'm gonna be showing up as Luffy, and then like if I land the punch that I want to punch, then I know there's like this scene in the manga where Luffy lands a punch like that, and I just want to it's gonna be like recreated, and I'm gonna be so happy.
Gum gum Gatling gun.
Yeah, I'm a Gumble no bazooka. It's gonna be a fun time. I'm really excited. I've been training really hard. I've seen some things of him training, and I'm excited for what he has to teach me, how he might humble me, and I want to see how much I've improved. It's gonna be a really fun fight.
I think my biggest recommendation to you is just keep that forward pressure. Just like with the CPAT fight, if you stop for a single second, you're gonna be throwing up that head kick. You gotta be ready for that. And if you get in his
Yeah.
guard is legitimate. Just
Mm-hmm.
as
Yeah,
long as you're respecting his guard.
he throws them elbows like real quick.
Elbows and his triangles, his triangle in the enemy circuit. Just gotta give him respect where
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah, I
ramp.
think I might if I get caught anywhere, it's gonna be in that what's it called? Because I have a habit of like going for like a
triangle.
forward choke. Yeah.
If
I've
you're
been
in
working
his
on my
guard, just get
triangle.
out of it. Just think about that. If his legs are around you, just try anything. Just get the fuck away. Because he's really good
Yeah.
at shoving that arm through
Or just
the
stand up.
triangle.
Because he's the set dude, I've been fighting like people that are like 20 pounds heavier than me. All I have to do is just stand up. Once I fought like Sneaky Sander, he said he was 145. He was not 145. He was like 135. I don't know why he was saying he was like up 10 pounds because I'm like, either your scale's lying to you or you're being too nice, bro. You're 135.
He's tall.
Huh?
He's tall, isn't he?
Xander? No.
Oh, really? I felt like he was tall.
Yeah,
Who's
I don't know why he was saying he was 145 because I've lifted U up T. I lifted who else do I lift up? I think I lifted up OBX. No, OBX was heavy. T and OBX were the heaviest MFers that I fought. I want to refight. I want to do OBX again. I'm so mad. I should have got DQ'd for that fight, and I'm so like of the matches that make me angry. I feel like I did the worst with OBX because I just started judo classes, and so I was learning how to like do jiu-jitsu. So I was like slowing down, and then I get freaking double boots and freaking like it was shameful. I hated it.
What did you do that you thought you should have gotten disqualified for?
I headbutted the shit out of it. I literally, it was just like heat of the moment. My punches weren't working because I don't know how to punch. I should have been throwing elbows. I was like, I took up my head. I was like, "Ah, ah." Like, it was more my head than anything.
Just blatant headbutts. Can't even hide that one.
I couldn't, but bro, I just can't punch. And I was just like, I know my forehead is literally like a freaking anvil. So
Went and got my own pizza because we don't disrespect women out here, especially
I
on.
don't know about you. Yeah, but OBX was not he of like all the fights that I think I could have done better, and it was the OBX one. It was so bad. And my brother was there too. I was pissed off because my brother was watching me get my ass handed to me because I wanted to slow down. I missed my kick. My punch hit the thin air. Oh man, I hated that match. It was so embarrassing. And then as soon as I start to win, I freaking headbutt him, and I'm like, ah. And then he's like, ah, I want out. And I'm like,
I still think he was a bitch, even though the headbutts were happening. Like, I'm not saying they didn't happen. I'm just saying, like, if they had happened to me, we gonna keep fighting. Like, that's just what's gonna have to happen. Like,
dude, yeah, I think like most like when there's no rules like beyond like the don't kick the groin, no biting, no scratching. I'm like, we're chilling. No
Yeah.
hair pulling, obviously, like those ones. But like headbutts, it would happen in a real fight. Like they're just part of the fight. I don't know why. Same with like 9 to 12 elbows. Even if it's dangerous, I don't care. I'm like, it's gonna happen in like a real ass fight.
I don't know why 9 to 12s aren't allowed in street beefs, but they're not allowed in UFC.
9
Be-
12. Am I
no,
looking at the clock?
12 to
Talking about-
6, 12 to 6, 12 to
I
6
was like, what
elbows.
the fuck? Like, how are
I
you
don't
throwing?
even know. I don't even know what elbows like.
Yeah, it's 12
I
to 6, up to down. And the only reason those aren't allowed is because back when they were making like the unified rule set, some doctor from New Jersey or some shit saw like a bunch of karate dudes breaking ice or some shit with those. He's like, we can't have those in the UFC. And
Shut
Dana
up.
or some shit told John Beltran or fucking whoever the fuck it was, McCarthy.
The less rules, the better.
Did you see that thing about how like certain refs interpret the rules differently though? Like Herb Dean, he said that the reason he didn't call somebody's 12 to 6 elbows was because he was on the ground, and his reasoning for it, fucking quote, he goes, "Yeah, you don't look at a clock while you're on the ground, it's on the wall. That's not 12 to 6." I was like,
I
"What?"
agree with that reasoning.
But you're still looking at a clock, like
Yeah,
it's
but
facing.
you're going up, so it's not as much like you're not gonna be able to throw as much power. Like if you're going for the reason that they banned it to begin with. Which if you're gonna ban something for power, you might as well ban spinning head kicks. Like I'm pretty sure a spinning head kick's gonna do a lot more damage than a 12 to 6 elbow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About who was it? I can never pronounce his name. Ela Tapira.
Tapora.
Tapora. He fucking knocked Korean Zombie out with that backwards elbow, and it was basically 6 to 12. Like he fucking whoop,
Was this in Street Piece?
Oh my god.
That's UFC. They were what, 145 fighting for the belt? 135 something.
Wing
I
C.
feel like
Do
all
you know
UFC fighters are fighting for like the championship.
Yeah.
Wing C,
Right.
do you
When in
know
reality, it's just a fight.
do you know a single leg to an elbow? John Jones did it all the time. You grab a single leg, they start defending it, bring up your back elbow.
Because they're already going down.
Yeah. So you just swing it back up.
I learned
I just like saw you doing that in a fight. That would be fucking epic. Just like, nah, we ain't doing this wrestling shit. We're striking now. Just throwing a spinning elbow at him.
John Jones is
I want to land a. I want to counter like a cross with a freaking judo throw so bad. That's another thing that I want to hit. Of like the things I want to hit, when I hit like my judo throw against Samoan Beast, I felt so good. I was like,
I heard you say you started classes.
I stopped going to the gym because judo is a crappy martial art, but it
Oh.
has useful techniques.
What?
Judo's hard to apply in a fight.
Judo also is like part of that karate like bullshit degeneration where they like
Oh.
think respect is better than like fighting, and they like whenever you introduce belts to a
See,
freaking
you gotta
hierarchy, it's so annoying. It becomes like political.
you
Belts are
gotta
the
find the
dumbest
right.
thing ever, and they
So you
should
gotta
have no
find the
place
right
in
gym.
martial arts.
Just gotta find the right. See, at me where I'm at, we don't like have a judo class per se, but we do judo
Yeah.
occasionally. And
Hey,
yeah,
can somebody? I'm sorry to interrupt. Can
no,
somebody
you're good.
explain the between samba and judo?
Sambo's kind of like catch wrestling.
Okay.
Judo is more of throws.
Okay.
Although there are double
Plus, I
legs in
think geese are
judo.
dumb. I hate geese.
Oh my god, fucking tell me about it. I understand the purpose of them. So if you train for a long time in a gi, you're gonna understand how to hold someone down who's not in a gi. Because you're used to them having grips on you at all times. So you have trained to hold someone down while they're able to. They can no longer grip you. Now you can hold them down better.
So, taking your chains off.
Yeah.
No, I think grips are dumb. I hate them. I don't think they're functional at all. I feel like you could train like without the gis to hold someone down, and you'd be better for it if you didn't use the gi.
Oh man,
The
why
gi
not?
is just something that's traditional and it's been passed down, and it's annoying, and it must be eroded.
I haven't done it.
Yeah.
I haven't jiu-jitsu in a gi yet, so I can't determine
It,
how
it
it.
creates new possibilities for injuries. You could like get your finger stuck and then break your finger in a gi. Like the fabric in gis is so fucking
You're
annoying.
not
Creates
supposed to
brush burn.
stick your finger inside of the gi though.
Well, sometimes it just happens though. Like if you've ever rolled around in a gi, like and if you're really like I train like really hard and at this judo class they weren't really liking my energy. They told me to slow down a bunch. And there is a wisdom in slowing down and learning the techniques. But when we are sparring and we're
Yeah.
going hard, shit like that is going to happen. And they were too much they were too pussy at the place that I was at.
I would just say that.
The black belts said they were gonna stop sparring because I didn't know how to fall. And like literally part of their training curriculum is like learning how to fall. It's so fucking I'm like, bro, I've been tossed as a wrestler. I know how to fall. Like we don't need to train it every time.
Yeah.
It's this stupid tradition that they think that they want the purity of the sport more than the interpretation of what it could be in a fight, and it's so annoying, and it
You gotta
only
find a
serves to
school that's
limit.
more sport focused.
How it
Yeah,
applies.
that's why all that kung fu bullshit like that they're teaching in China. I love when I saw the MMA dude like literally just fuck up a kung fu master. Because like they think that kung fu is actually useful, and in reality, it's not. It's just some like philosophical bullshit smashed into a martial art. It's like, bro, I have so much critiques for other martial arts that aren't wrestling. I think wrestling is the most like balanced rule set that you can ever have for like a pure martial art because grappling makes no sense. It's very vague and scoring points and finding if you don't submit them, you there's really like that you should honestly just depend on like what the audience says because there's so
Well,
many
there's points in
vague
wrestling.
rulings. What?
There's points in wrestling and different ways to score points in wrestling based on the different styles
Yeah,
you
and
do.
it's the most well defined, and they also have different like categories for different things. Like if you're doing folk style, if you're doing freestyle, and I love that variety. And I also love that folk style is one of the more like valid ones. Although they did just change like a big rule. They just made takedowns from 2 points to 3 points to incentivize uh people to do takedowns more, which is wild because anyone who's wrestled knows that's a big ass change. But I think I haven't wrestled with that rule set to really determine if it's like better for the sport yet. But
When I was
all I've
wrestling in
known,
high school, I don't think I ever went against someone who didn't try to shoot.
yeah, well, there is just like whenever you get to they probably did it because like there are so many matches where someone scores a takedown, they get a reversal, and then they let them up, and then they're winning by 1 point, and they're stalling the
I see
match.
what you're
Their
talking
stat
about
pad. They're
there. Once you're
right. to just win,
Yeah,
like
when you're
by
up. I'm thinking about at the
Winning.
very start of the match. Like I've never been against someone gun shy at the start of the match. It's usually hell at the as soon as the fucking ref
But how
drops his
much
hand.
do you score points for stuffing a takedown? I don't know shit about wrestling.
What?
No,
Say it again.
no, you don't get
I don't know
points for
about
defending.
wrestling. You don't
Nah,
get
you get
what?
takedowns, reversals, escapes, near fall, pins. Pins is
Near
just you
fall.
win the
What the
match.
fuck? Describe that to me. What?
Near fall
Near
means
fall is
like you
when your
almost pinned
back
them.
is exposed to. So like what I was trying to do to you when I had you on your back, but I wasn't really choking you. I would have won in wrestling, but it wasn't wrestling. It's when your back is like, so say your back is like this. So say the mat is this, and then this is your back. When it tilts to the like more than like 90 degrees, they start counting. And when they get to once they get to three, I forget how near fall works, but it's basically like they're controlling you so that way your back is facing the mat. And so that's where the idea of near fall, because to have your shoulder blades on the mat for 3 seconds is a pin.
Okay.
Although here's this thing though, jiu-jitsu tournaments are pretty much scored the exact same way, except you can't pin someone. You have to finish the fight or go by
But
points.
what do what they consider a takedown, and most of the times because they're just sitting on their asses, like you
Oh my,
don't really
I
understand
will
who has
agree with you
control,
that I do hate that
because
shit.
because the whole control idea is different because the referees
But not all
define control
jiu-jitsu guys
differently.
just sit on their ass.
Yeah,
Like I'd go to
but
jiu-jitsu tournament and I go for takedowns.
but like if you had someone who pulled, because they have the idea of pulling guard, they
Pulling guards
expose their
for
back to the mat.
bitches.
So which that jujitsu automatically, if you pull guard, like pulling guard is not even a thing in wrestling because you never, the whole idea is you don't want to revolve around
My jiu-jitsu
your
coach would
back
agree
being
with you.
exposed to the mat.
My
You just
jiu-jitsu
want to
coach would
stay
agree
on.
with you. Guard's fucking stupid.
Wrestling also applies in the real world a lot more because like never ever in a street fight am I about to pull guard like
Yeah,
ever.
no.
It's
So
not in
so
my
here's the thing with jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
Jiu-jitsu is an
no,
incomplete art because it doesn't have takedowns. Like
yeah.
just jiu-jitsu alone, shit in a fight.
That's why
Jiu-jitsu plus wrestling though, now you got some
I
shit.
was just the D1 white belt. You got to look out for him, dude. He's gonna fucking ruin your life. The D1 white belt. So I've done a little bit here and there. He's fucking over there at fucking Penn State, and he just wanted to come do the trial class, you know, of jujitsu. He's been waiting to choke somebody after one of those fucking
no.
takedowns.
Bro, I'm going up to Penn State
It's
main
a bit.
campus to train sometime. And I'm gonna be scared as fuck if I see Bo Nickel walk in. I'm not gonna lie. Cause he still
They
fucking
have.
trains at the gym up
I went
there.
to a couple Penn State camps, and they have some monsters, bro. Like I
Oh
rolled
my god,
around
their
with like
wrestling team is so good.
What
I rolled around with Jason Nolf and this other dude with huge legs, who I forget his name. They're fucking monsters, bro. B1 trains differently. And that's why I'm like, damn, I suck so
D1
much because I'm not
wrestling
even.
is wrestling all year round. There is no off season.
There is no off season. You're completely correct. There's also no time for anything else. Like
Oh,
wrestling, if you seek glory in wrestling, it's a
You're
hard and
constantly wearing
lonely path.
trash bags.
Well,
You're in trash
not
bags and
really.
sauna
That's only
suits
if
all the
you're
time.
making weight for a certain tournament.
I was
You're
always
constant,
fat.
but the weight cut sucks. I remember cutting my freshman year from like 117 down to like 113, or like 115 down to 113. But after Christmas, they give you a 2 pound allowance, which is like heaven sent as you're as a growing boy. Dude, I remember I was eating like water. I would have to limit my intake of water. It was the most painful thing I've ever experienced. Just like mental pain. It was like I knowing that I couldn't eat something for lunch if I wanted to make weight.
What really fucked me up is like all the boys would go out. We had a meet. I wrestled for Tech, so we like had that like strip mall right down us by us, and they had Chinese. Like everyone would always fucking go there, but I was always fat as fuck, so I was like,
Dude, and honestly, the food hits different after winning a match. Like
After
I had
you've
a
been
couple. There
starving
was a couple
yourself.
pictures of me. The way I would just like look at pizza, like after cutting for a match and then winning said match, like I would look at pizza like it was the second coming of Christ, bro. I would just like eyes dazzling. I'm like,
If I have to continuously weight cut, like once I get to the amateur and the professional, I'm probably getting fatty pump. Where
I'm
whenever I'm
not weight
not
cutting.
fighting, I'm gonna be fat as
I'll
fuck.
always fight up. I hate weight cutting, and I never want to do it again. I'd rather fight up.
I know that weight cutting's important. You're muted, T. I know that weight cutting is highly important. I'm not trying to be 155 pounds fighting dude walk around at 190.
I really like this bulking shit. I've been eating whatever I fucking want. I'm not gonna lie, like I see it, I fucking munch it down. Like that's what it's been like for me as of lately. So
T
the
Nasty on that seafood diet. He sees food, he eats it.
yeah, yes sir. Ash is
Face.
fucking like I ain't gonna hold you, man. Protein shake and pizza, that was my dinner. Like
I'm trying to get back down to around like 160-ish, 165. I think staying at 165 would be cool because then I could fight like the bigger fuckers like Tyson, but then also be small enough to fight Sensation and
'Does anybody know their reach?
72 inches.
Man, you knew it off the fucking bat. Like,
I
I don't
recently
know.
measured
oh, okay.
72
Do we have
inches. I have a 6-foot reach.
Damn.
I'm short as fuck, so it's probably short.
Bro,
I'm like
some of
5'6".
you short dudes got some long ass arms. For real. I was
But,
watching
like,
UFC. Like some of these like featherweights have like a fucking 74-inch reach.
I have
no,
a really long shoulder width, so probably adds to it.
Do you get
I'm
that
pretty.
tape measure? I want to know what your reach is. We're almost the
We
same
don't.
height.
I have like skeletal fingers, so that gives me an extra inch.
Would you say T?
We don't have a fucking tape measure. I fucking just asked. I could have sworn we did. I just.
Damn.
I'll trust her word over mine because, like, I said, it probably ain't here. I'm 6 foot though, like on the money. You know, I joke around with the 5'11", but like I am right there at the 6 foot mark. And
You're an inch taller than me, brother.
I'm
I'm
5'12".
pretty 5'12". 5.
I'm 5'14".
So, is it safe to say that them boys ain't showing up?
Bro, I have an idea. I'm gonna fucking get them on. These boys ain't put. Call the group.
I'll call the fucking group too. Double call this fucking group.
Fucking Wing C was nice enough to come chill with us, and they're just not here.
That's
Believe
all right,
this.
bro.
Mm. 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 Tisk tisk.
I'm gonna
I
cut
also was
this.
seeing like this one anime scene that really made me hype for my fight because the way that this dude fought was exactly like how I wanted to fight, and I was so hype.
Bro, I've been watching Black Clover recently, so I definitely don't want to have to get the shit beat out of me.
Dude, that freaking Black Clover's so good, so good.
What was the other one my friends having me? It's like some future thing.
Future
Future
card
Diaries.
buddy.
It's called Future Diaries. That's what it's.
Mirai Nikki.
Huh?
Mirai Nikki.
Gotta go use the
I don't
bathroom.
know what
Come
you're
here.
saying, dog.
I think Mirai I think it means Future Diaries.
Oh.
Mirai Nikki.
You see, I
Yeah,
watched
Future
Dub
Diary.
because if I
It's
wanted
called
to,
the Japanese name is Mirai Nikki, which means
Gotcha.
the Future Diary.
I watched Dub because if I wanted to read, I'd read the manga.
You're so never watch dub.
Boys,
That's the only way to go.
boys, Your guy
You
has.
committed a grave sin, Canelo.
I gotta
You've admitted that you watched dub in front of me.
Oh no,
Hey, finally! An
wow.
hour in, look who shows up.
Yomo.
Yo, he's taking.
Hotirananda in the suit.
I have.
I had just got, bro. I had got this fucking VR, man. I've been on that bitch damn near all day. Fucking vomited right after I got off, and then just sat down for a
Bro,
split minute.
bro got some hella VR sickness.
For real, bro. I'm playing this game called Blades and Sorcery, and I modded that bitch, and I got like Virgil from Devil May Cry's outfit on and shit, and it's like, bro, I'm like tearing through shit. It's like fun as hell, bro. I thought we had Justin Gage on this motherfucker for a minute, bro. Look at this.